Hi, this is Dale Moore, and I'd like to talk to you about my idea for my final project for my digital cinematography bachelor here at Full Sail University. As many of you probably know, my background is in zoology. I have a degree from the University of South Florida, and I've worked for some wonderful facilities like Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay and Disney's Animal Kingdom and Lowry Park Zoo in Tampa as well. And the one thing that I've learned in my time there is that we can really make a large impact on people around the world, especially young adults, because they really are our future. And I have two young ones myself. And what I'd like to really be able to show is a way to illustrate how we make local choices that have global effects. Things like buying pet pythons and the effect that they can have on the environment around us. We have a huge infestation of them here in South Florida where they're an introduced species. It's not unusual to see a green iguana running through the backyards down here as well. Burmese python being from Southeast Asia, green iguanas being from South America. They don't belong here, and they really do have a huge impact on the native wildlife here. But it's not just that, it's even products that come from exotic species that have a huge impact when we buy shoes or skins and things like this. And what I'd like to do is be able to show from choice, local choice, to global impact, or even South Florida impact, of how these choices affect others around the world, from an activist's point of view, because oftentimes activists have the right ideas and they have the right conscience at heart, but the ideas that they present are not always helpful to the indigenous species or the species that's been imported, or even the people that are affected from where these animals come from. It's very easy for us to say in South Florida that we think you should stop doing this or doing that and selling it, but when it's the $20 that feeds your family for a month somewhere else, that's a pretty big choice, and it's a real easy thing for us to say here. Also, when we see these animals crawling around in the wild, it makes a big difference. So I'd like to bring the approaches that I've learned in the zoo with humor and accidental education as well, and be able to illustrate this by showing the choice from an individual's choice and how it affects the animal trade, the zoo trade, the indigenous wildlife of the areas where we live, as well as where these animals come from. And I think that we can do that in a really cool way and with a lot of humor and being able to show those impacts to people. So I hope you enjoy my idea. I look forward to your feedback, and I hope everyone's doing well, and thank you for listening.